What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to a brand new Icons video. Andrei Shevchenko Prime Icon and Edwin van der Sar Prime Icon have been released. What we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the two icons and how much roughly they're going to cost, if they're going to be the 5 to 600k mark, the 1 mil mark or more. Then we're going to go and get their loans. We're going to put them in a full Prime Icon squad. And we're going to go and play a daily knockout tournament today, not Division 10. It's going to be a little more difficult in a daily knockout tournament, but I want that kit that's for the reward. So that's on the plan for today. If you're enjoying these videos, drop a thumbs up. Let's try and smash 5k likes for the Prime Icon video. Of course, normally it's rewards first, then Prime Icons, but today the rewards have been delayed until 2 AM UK time, so 8 hours from now. Well, from literally right now, but probably like 6.5 hours from when you're watching this is when the rewards will come. So Andrei Shevchenko, first and foremost, his card looks very good. You need to trade in a Milan squad, 2 Milan players, 82 rated, 7 nations, very easy. A Chelsea squad, 3 Chelsea players, max 3 from the same nation, but 81 rated, very easy for the first 2. And a Ukraine squad, 1 Ukrainian player, 10 nations exactly, and an 80 rated squad. So that, again, that's quite easy. It's not going to be difficult. It's just a 1 league squad with a Ukrainian in there. No problem at all. Very, very simple. An 84 rated squad, 3 team of the week players. That's not so bad. An 85 rated squad with 2 team of the week players. An 86 rated squad with 1 team of the week player. And an 87 rated squad. And that's it. So you don't need an icon. Okay, this is a nice and cheap one. This is like a 5 to 6, maybe 650k card, and I think that is a very, very reasonable amount of coins for Andrei Shevchenko. Insane pace and dribbling, phenomenal shooting, good physicals. We'll go and have a look at his card once we get the loan. And then for Edwin van der Sar, an Ajax team, 78 rated with 2 Ajax players, super simple. Juventus team, 81 rated with 3 Juve players. A Man United team, 5 Premier League players, 82 rated, super simple for these again. And then an 83 rated squad with 2 informs, an 84 with 2 informs, an 85 with 1 inform, and an 86 with 1 inform. That's crazy cheap, that is. You're looking at like 4 to 500k at a maximum for Edwin van der Sar. So 2 very cheap icons for us on this occasion, guys. Let's go and get ourselves the loan items for these icons. I'm just going to go and do these guys, and then we're going to go into the team and have a look at what we've got going on with Shevchenko and van der Sar. Okay guys, so to start, this is the team I'm going to use for today's first game. Prime Icon, Ronaldinho, Lothar Matthäus and JJ Okocha loans. Prime Icon, Bergkamp's main card, and the same with Hernandez. The Prime Icon, Roberto Carlos. Then, of course, the Prime Icon Van der Sar in net. Now, 6'6" with traditional save style. He might be a guy that you might want to go for. I don't necessarily recommend the Prime Icons as something that you should generally do. Just simply because I think they're a waste of money. I think there are just every player in this game has an alternative that is cheaper and tradable. But it might be worth it. We're going to use Futmas as Pilaqueta and Van Dijk in defence with Kyle Walker at right back. And then we're going to be using Andrei Shevchenko up front. High work rates, not the greatest for a striker, I'm going to be honest. I've not enjoyed thoroughly the high dudes that I've used previously. 4-star weak foot is fantastic. And then the in-games. Good pace, good shooting. With a Hawk or a Hunter, you're going to get a lot out of him. I probably would prefer a Hawk on him myself. Good free kicks and curve. Nice composure, not insane composure, but reactions, ball control and dribbling is also quite good. His low agility and low balance does not worry me, but it's definitely a cause for some concern. You know, is he going to feel like a tank? Is he going to feel heavy as hell off the back of this? Now, we don't have a Hunter or anything like that, so we're actually giving him an engine. Let's give him an engine. Let's boost that dribbling up. Give him some pace, give him some dribbling. I don't necessarily think he needs passing. Oh, maybe I want to boost dribbling, but I don't really care for passing to be boosted on Shevchenko. Let's go sniper. Let's give him some dribbling and some shooting. Make that shooting OP, make that dribbling OP. Hopefully make him feel a little more rapid. Of course, the Hunter Chem style or the Hawk Chem style, in my opinion, would probably be the best. You know what? Let's go and get a Hawk Chem style. Okay guys, so there we have it. We have put the Hawk Chem style on Andrei Shevchenko. We're going to be going into a game with this team. Van Dijk apparently doesn't want to play for us today, so that's fine. Instead, if he doesn't want to play, we'll throw in Laurent Koscielny. At least he wants to show up for the team. But yeah, this obviously this is a sick team. We're going to play the game live. I'm hoping Shevchenko is going to be good. It's going to be difficult to tell whether or not Van der Sar is going to be worth it because goalkeepers are just really, really hard to review in any sense. But let's go and have a look at how Shevchenko plays. I will be right back. Okay guys, our opponent for today has got a 4-3-1-2 team, Hakuna Juan Mata. Brilliant. Would have been better if he actually had Juan Mata in there. He's got a really nice attack there. James Rodriguez, Batshuayi, and of course the player of the month, Mo Salah. Generally speaking, quite a nice team. Now, I've decided, of course, based on the last time I did Prime Icons video, I've decided to do it a bit differently. What I used to do was just build one of the Prime Icons, but I really don't feel like they're value for money. And what I was doing is I just kept giving EA my coins. You know what I mean? I kept giving the coins to EA and having to spend more money to buy more FIFA points to essentially get more coins. That's nice from Shevchenko. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, essentially to get more coins to keep building these Prime Icons. And it was just a waste, you know. I wasn't even playing with them. Let's go, Dennis. Good save. I wasn't even playing with the icons. I was literally just building them. But I think what, you know, after discussing it with you guys a little bit, the better thing to do was to actually just have a look at the icons, play with the icons. Instead of building them, let's get their loans in, get a game with them, and see actually how they play rather than building them and then having them sit in my club forever. Because there are a lot of these players. For example, this is Roberto Carlos's like 3rd game ever for me. And I've had him since he became a Prime Icon. I got him the day he came out. Hernandez is away there. That's a good ball. He's got himself... Oh... He's actually fallen. Oh, that's surely a goal from Jesus. That one was a bit more tricky for Shevchenko. I'll give him that because he was coming in. It was on his left foot and he wasn't really at the perfect angle. So I can definitely say that one was a much more difficult shot. But that first shot that I had with him, I thought that should be. If he scores off of this. Good tackle. Yeah, I thought that first shot with Shevchenko should have been a goal. Yeah, but basically, so for those of you that are expecting, you know, me to complete these Prime Icons, it's of my honest opinion that they just don't represent value for money. And I was a hypocrite by completing the Icon SBCs in spite of the fact that I didn't believe they were value for money. So I decided to change it up. I said to you guys, is this, you know, would you prefer to see this? And the majority of the people, there are obviously some people who prefer the old style of Prime Icon videos, but the majority of people prefer to just watch me play a game with these icons and watch me experience these icons just with the loans and save myself coins, because there's no point in me building the icon and then saying, hey guys, don't build this icon whilst building the icon. But who knows? I think Shevchenko is relatively decent value for money because the way to complete him is quite very cheap. I would guess he's around the 600,000, maybe 700,000 coin mark. Damn. So on that note, oh, he's got way lucky there. On that note, you know, it's just, oh, it's gone through my legs, yeah. Go on, Ronaldinho. Yeah, on that note, it's just better to. I'm using second line pressing way too much here. It was just better to do it like this. So I hope you guys enjoy it like this. You know, for me, I managed to get a better feel for the icons like this. And who knows, it might be a case of one of the icons, me saying like, you know, for example, Ronaldinho, we've got him in the team, we've got his loan. I might play with him 3, 4, 5 games and then be like, actually guys, you know what, this Ronaldinho is insane. So maybe you should go and do him. You know, he's worth it for an untradeable card that you're going to use for the rest of the year. This is actually a very, very valuable commodity. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, this guy's actually not a bad FIFA player. He knows his way around the football field, that's for sure. He definitely defends well. He's done a few drag backs. He understands the shooting mechanics. He understands the passing mechanics, which is interesting. That's not a foul. That was just never a foul. He ran into me. I mean, I wasn't even controlling it, but he ran into my AI player anyway. Yeah, so we're trying to get a feel for, first of all, Van der Sar. And so far, Van der Sar's made 2 saves, spilt nothing, generally done all right. Obviously, he's not really faced all that much. That's another good save. Could have caught that. Could have made it a little bit easier without giving up the corner. Batshuayi is not going to get that corner there. Wijnaldum is going to get that back. Is he offside? No, Salah's onside. Here is James. The fake shot of dreams. Good interception from Azpilicueta. Ronaldinho is going to keep the ball. And now we've got the counter-attack of dreams on. Dennis Bergkamp into Shevchenko. Shevchenko's got the runners. He's going to keep running away from me. I'm just going to step into the space, and Shevchenko! That was clean. Very nice indeed. That's the third attack we've had with Shevchenko. First one he missed was quite a sitter. Felt like he should have scored it. Second one was a tricky shot. Probably fair that he didn't score it. That was fantastic. The way he sharply turned away from the defender, kept the ball incredibly close to his feet, and managed to pop that in the back of the net. That was a very clean finish. The finesse shot from the top of the box, nice. I'm glad I went and put a hawk on him. That's a great tackle from Azpilicueta. We've got the two 5-star skillers in midfield as well. That's why I went with the Kocha instead of... I had Pires there before. I decided to take Pires out and go with... oh, that's not where I aimed the ball at all. Shevchenko's away down the middle though. Man, that was just a bad pass choice from me. I really shouldn't have tried that. This guy's got alright ball there, but Koscielny, I'm glad Van Dijk isn't in the team now. Here we go with Hernandez. Hernandez is away. Hernandez is that not a free kick? No? Okay, that's okay. I don't mind that too much. I felt like maybe he had attacked me a little bit much there, but that's a great tackle from Koscielny there. That is fantastic. Here we go with Dennis Bergkamp. Bergkamp into Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho finds a space. Back to Dennis Bergkamp. Terrible pass, really. Expect a lot better from that. Hey, come on, man. That was my ball there, and he just shoved me off. Give me that ball back. Come on, man. I'm not having you just walk me down. That's my game. That is. Hernandez here. This has been a tough game, though. I definitely will say that. This guy is no slouch. You know, his team isn't exactly the most incredible team we've ever seen. But Okocha makes it 2-0, but we're still taking him down. So, obviously, I have a considerably better team. Prime icons are something I've not really played with much in FIFA. I've used Rui Costa a lot. Other than Rui Costa, I haven't really used any prime icons. I've steered clear of them because, as I say again, I personally feel like they are a waste of coins. There's the odd exception here or there, but even to those exceptions, I still feel like so for example, Ronaldinho being one of the exceptions. You know, he's an incredible icon. He has a lot of good things that no one else really has, except for Neymar. Neymar is basically a non-icon version of Ronaldinho, and I think I would rather purchase Neymar, who is cheaper than Ronaldinho to craft, use him, and then sell him once we're done. And this guy has decided that that was enough for him at 2-0. I probably guess he used some kind of no-loss glitch because it was done in-game and his player was just standing still, so he didn't just disconnect. And because the game came straight away and it wasn't like a pause, he's essentially used a no-loss glitch. But first and foremost, 3 saves for Van der Sar, perfect save accuracy for him, or save percentage, should I say, not save accuracy. Secondly, we controlled the game as you'd expect with the fact that I had the prime icons there. This is a big miss from Shevchenko. This should be a goal. We found the space nicely, the beautiful drag back. Not necessarily a goal, okay, because there is the defender there, but I lay the shot as a low driven, and it doesn't low driven in the first place. But when we take a look at the angles here, what I expect to happen, because this isn't a low driven, is I expect him to hit it at the defender. Essentially what should have, look at, I'm aiming this into the corner, you can see by the arrow there, and the ball goes nowhere near the corner. Now, is that the low composure because he's being pressed by the defender right in front of him? Is that just a bad shot choice? Has that gone wide because he's trying to drag it around the defender and he just didn't get the curve on the ball? I don't know, but I felt like he should have done a little bit better with this shot right here. That's gone way wide in the end. We then had a second shot with Shevchenko. That one was with Bergkamp. It doesn't show the second shot with Shevchenko, but then we score the goal. The goal was really, really clean. He backs off and backs off and backs off. We hit him with the little dribble there through the keeper, through the legs of Virgil van Dijk of all people, and then we just hit a big finesse. Look at that little dribble on the inside. I don't know how Van Dijk doesn't get that ball. If that was me, I'd actually be furious that Van Dijk just walks past that, but that's exactly what happens. Van Dijk walks past it, Shevchenko just turns inside, boom, hits that shot straight away, and the keeper had absolutely no chance. Perfectly into the side netting to make it 1-0. Then we got the goal of JJ Okocha 9 minutes later, down the left-hand side with Hernandez, steps inside, hits that pass into Okocha, who drills that one past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. So there's our game, guys, with these prime icons. Andrei Shevchenko, not worth it. I know I only played 38 in-game minutes or 40 in-game minutes, 42 in-game minutes, however much it was, but it didn't feel great. It didn't feel amazing. And it's just one of those cases, again, where it's like, why would you spend money on this prime icon when, you know, I don't know how much he costs. Let's go into Footbin and have a brief look. Footbin. Let's have a brief look at how much the icons are going for right now. So Shevchenko, hasn't got him there, but I would guess that he's going to be around the likes of 500 to 750,000 for Shevchenko. For that many coins, I think you'd be better off just going and buying a striker that you could use, like Suarez, for example, using Suarez and then selling him on again. Or going and buying first informed Neymar, or going and buying Eden Hazard's central cam card, his first informed cam card. Because this card is not special enough to warrant... Oh, not this card. This card is not special enough to warrant spending all that money on, especially the fact that he's got low stamina, which you can't improve with the Hawk Chem style. His pace is good and his shooting's good, but there are so many strikers out there with good pace and good shooting that the rest of what he has isn't enough. You know, not the greatest stamina for a striker, low agility and balance for a striker, and he only has 3-star skill moves instead of 4-star skill moves, which you can get anywhere else, and his work rates aren't ideal. Is this guy worth it? In my opinion, categorically not. Do not waste your coins on Shevchenko. Alternatively, unless you're desperate for an icon goalkeeper to connect to off-team centre-backs together, the icon goalkeepers also aren't worth it. You're going to end up paying like 400,000 or 500,000 for Van der Sar, and you're going to regret it within a day. So I'd say no to both these icons in terms of crafting them. So far, there's not been a single icon, in my opinion, that has been value for money in terms of crafting them. But this, guys, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.